Alright, so we're going to discuss multiplication and division of fractions. Okay, so let us have a short review about multiplying whole numbers. 1 times 2, what is your answer? Hello, 1 times 2.
2 po.
2. 1 times 10.
10 po. 10 po.
10,
10.
10. 10 times 2.
20,
20.
20.
20. 1 times 0.
0.
0,
0. 7 times 2.
14.
14,
14. Alright, so pang grade 1 ano? Okay, so next we have here identity property of multiplication. So let us recall. It says here, for any real number A times 1 is equal to A. The product of any number and 1 is equal to the given number. This is why 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 10 is 10. Okay, so the product of any number and 1 is equal to that given number. Hence, 1 is the multiplicative identity. For example, 12 times 1 is 12. Negative 12 times 1 is negative 12. Okay? Next, we have here multiplicative inverse. It states that, the product of any number and its multiplicative inverse or reciprocal is 1. The multiplicative inverse of any number A is 1 over A. Okay? And that is the reciprocal. Yung kabaliktaran po niya. If you want to write the whole number into fraction or convert that whole number into fraction, all you have to do is put 1 as a denominator of it. Naintindihan? So, ganun po yung ginawa natin sa A. A over 1, tapos babaliktarin mo 1 over A. And that is the inverse. Alright, so for example, we have the multiplicative inverse of 8 is 1 over 8. Hence, 8 times 1 over 8 is equal to 1. Naintindihan? So, 8, yan po, times the reciprocal of it is equal to 1. So, 8 times 1, yun lang po yung i-multiply natin. The whole number 8 times the numerator, that is 8. Tama? 8 times 1 is 8. Tapos, divided by 8 is equal to what? Can you follow? Naintindihan?
Yes po.
Okay. So we have here another example. Also, multiplicative inverse of negative 7 is negative 1 over 7. Okay? Hence, negative 7 times 1 over negative 7 is equal to positive 1. Why? Because negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. Divided by negative 7 is equal to positive 1. Okay po? Yan. Now, how to multiply fractions? That is the big question for us. How to multiply? Can you still remember when you were grade 6 or grade 5? No? You have this fraction. You have these fractions already. Applying the 4 fundamental operations, we have the addition of fraction, subtraction of fraction, multiplication, and division of fractions. Okay? So, i-recall lang po natin. Now, our next lesson is about multiplying and dividing fractions. How are fractions multiplied? How are fractions divided? As preliminary, we will include lessons on reciprocal of fractions. What do we mean by the reciprocal of a fraction? Why do we need to understand this reciprocal in dividing fractions? The answers to all of these inquiries will be given emphasis in this topic. Let's start. And of course, our objectives for this topic, number one, multiplying and dividing fractions. Two, solving problems involving multiplication and division of fractions. And three, showing interest in doing the assigned task for better results. Okay, multiplying fractions. The table is divided into 4 columns. The first column written, no, are written all the steps, no, to be followed. Then the second column, we have the example number 1, fraction multiplied by a fraction. So we have, or we are going to multiply fraction, no, by another fraction. So 2/3 times 3/4. So pareho po silang proper fractions. Pareho silang proper fraction. 2/3 times 3/4. Okay? So, yan po yung first step natin. Write whole numbers as fraction. Write mixed number as improper fraction. Since, no, proper naman po, so no need to write the number as fraction because it's already fraction. Write mixed number as improper fraction. So, since it's not, or they are not mixed, no, they are proper fractions. So, we will continue now, no, to get its product. Okay, step number 2. Let us now proceed to step number 2, multiply the numerators. So, imo-multiply nyo lang po yung numerators nila. So, 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, then step number 3, multiply the denominators. 3 times 4 is 12. Our new fraction is 6/12. 6/12 na po. And last step, write answer in simplest terms. That 6/12, no? Pwede natin paliitin yan kasi nga 6 and 12 parehong divisible by 2, divisible by 3, divisible by 6. Naintindihan? Or you simply get its GCF, greatest common factor. GCF. So what is the GCF of 6 and 12? Di ba 6? So 6 divided by 6, yun po yung gagamitin nating pang-divide. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. Para mapaliit po natin. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So tandaan yung 6/12 at saka 1/2 ay equal po sila. Naintindihan? Sige, i-cross multiply natin kung equal. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 times 1 is 12. So, are they equal? Hello, nakikinig ba kayo?
Opo.
Yes.
Opo.
So, any question about this example number 1? May tanong, wala. Let us now proceed to example number 2. The combination of whole number and a fraction. So look at this one we have here. 9 is a whole number times 2/5, and that is a fraction. Okay? So what kind of fraction is this? Diba? Proper? Diba proper fraction yung 2/5?
Opo.
Yes. Now, if you want, you have to convert this 9 into fraction. So 9/1. Sabi niya, write whole numbers or write whole number as fraction. That is the step number 1. So you are going to write it, no, into fraction form. So 9/1, yan, times 2/5. Okay? So you are now ready to proceed or yes, to go in step number 2. Multiply the numerators. 9 times 2 is 18. Then step number 3, multiply the denominators. 1 times 5 is 5. So you have a new fraction, 18/5. And what kind of fraction is this? 18 over 5. What kind of fraction is this? 18 over 5? Hello?
Improper
Very
frac.
good. Improper fraction. Okay? So 18 over 5 is improper fraction. No? The 18 is not divisible by 5. No, the 5 itself. 18 is divisible by 2, but the 5, which is the denominator, is not divisible by 2. So what shall we do with this? Pwede natin gawing mix. No? Mix. I-divide pa rin natin. 18 divided by 5, we have 3. And with remainder 3. So how many 5 do we have in that 18? Di ba tatlo? So 5, 10, 15. 15 na po yon. Okay? So to make it complete 18, ilan po ang remainder? 3, di ba? Yes or no? So 3 and 3/5 po ang ating mixed number. Again, the mixed number of 18 over 5 is 3 and 3/5. Understand? Naintindihan po?
Opo.
Hello? Naintindihan po? Speak up, please.
Opo.
Opo.
So let us now proceed to example number 3. Fraction multiplied by a mixed number. So we have here a fraction, a proper fraction times 2 and 1/3, and that is mixed. So a fraction multiplied by a mixed number. Now, sabi doon sa step number 1, if there are mixed, write mixed number as improper fraction. How to convert this mix into improper fraction? All you have to do is multiply the denominator rather, of the fractional part of the mixed fraction, which is 3. Okay, so 3, i-multiply natin dun sa whole number na 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. Tama? Tapos, i-add na lang po yung numerator of the fractional part of the mixed number. Okay po? So again, 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7 over 3 na po ang equivalent ng 2 and 1/3 na mix. Okay, so tapos na kayo ng step number 1. So, na-change na ninyo yung mixed number or mixed fraction na yan into improper fraction, which is 7 over 3 na. Okay po? Let us now proceed to step number 2. Multiply the numerators. So, 2 times 7 is 14. Step number 3, multiply the denominators. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? The product is 14 over 9. That is the new fraction. Okay? So, paano natin kukunin ang lowest term ng 14 over 9? So, wala po silang common 14 over 9 can be written into mix. No? How many 9 do we have in that 14 itself? How many 9 from that 14?
1 po. 1
Isa.
po.
So, isulat ninyo yung 1 as a whole number. The remainder should be written as what? The numerator of the fractional part of that mixed number or mixed fraction. Okay po? Hello?
Opo.
Okay. So,
Opo.
9. Ilan ang remainder? Di ba 5?
Opo.
Opo.
So, 1 and 5 over 9 ang final answer. Can you follow?
Opo. Opo.
Okay, so let us continue. Another example we have here, mix. Parehong mix numbers. So, 1 and 1/2 times 4 and 4 over 7. So, what shall we do this? What shall we do with this? Okay, so change the the mix into improper fraction. How to change again? 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So that's why we have here 3 halves. 3 over 2. Times. Copy the multiplication symbol. Then the other, let us work with this second mix. 7 times 4, 28. Plus 4 is 32. So the improper fraction of it is 32 over 7. Okay po? Now, without cancellation process, no, you simply follow what is instructed with us, no, doon sa first slide, no, bago ito. So 3 times 32, that is 96. 2 times 7, that is step number 3, 14. Then, ilo-lowest term, we have here 96 over 14. Pareho po silang divisible by what? Sige, 2. Gawin natin 2. So, 96 divided by 2 is 48. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Then, we can convert this 48 over 7 into mixed number. So, how many 7 do we have from that 48? We have 6. So, 6 times 7 is 42. Ilan ang excess or remainder? Diba, 6? 6
Opo.
remainder. So, 6 and 6 over 7. That is your mix, no, number answer. Sir, what if, no, cancellation po is being applied, no, for those possible? Yes, magka-cancel lang po kayo ng pa-slant po, yung denominator ng first fraction at saka yung numerator ng second fraction. Ganun lang po. O di kaya yung numerator ng first fraction at saka yung denominator ng second fraction. If posible lang po. If not, no, do not force. That is incorrect. Okay? So we will try this one. 2 and 32 cancel natin. Cancel. Divisible by 2 po ang 32. So how many 2's do we have from this 32? It's 16. Tama po. And how many
Opo.
2 do we have from 2 itself? It's 1. Tama? So para lang mapaliit po natin, yan po yung process of canceling. Okay, the process of cancellation is to lessen. Okay, to make the number smaller. Okay po. Naintindihan? Hello, narinig? So, pwede na
Opo.
natin i-apply. So, 3, yung 3 at saka 7, hindi po pwedeng i-cancel. No? Yung 3 divisible by 3 itself, yung 7, hindi naman siya divisible by 3. So, just leave it. Do not force. So, 3 times 16 is 48. 3 times 16 is 48. Without this 96 over 14 anymore. Dito na tayo kaagad sa 48 over 7. Diyan na kayo kaagad. Wala na kayo dito. Kapag cancellation ang i-apply. So 48 over 7 na po. Tapos dito naman po, saka natin gagawin yung 6 and 6 over 7. Now since improper po, there are 6 pieces, no? From that 48. 6 pieces of 7, no? So 6 times 7 is 42, no? 48 minus 42, 6 po ang remainder. So 6 and 6 over 7 po ang final answer. Pwede pong i-apply ang cancellation method. Okay? So another example we have here, the combination of proper and improper fraction. This is 3 over 5, proper po yan. 10 over 8 is improper. Kahit ano pa ang combination na i-multiply natin, huwag niyong uurungan. Kayang-kaya niyo. Okay? Basta, alam niyo yung process na gagawin. Okay? So, kung hindi nyo may apply yung cancellation sa 5 and 10, nakalimutan niyo, okay lang. So, 3 times 10 is 30. 5 times 8 is 40. The GCF of these 30 and 40 is 10. Okay po? So, 30 divided by 10 is, again, 30 divided by 10 is 3. 40 divided by 10 is 4. Napaliit na ninyo. Your final answer is 3/4. Okay po?
Opo.
Yes. Now, what if cancellation po ang i-apply? Cancel natin yung 5 and cancel natin yung 10. Pwede po. How many 5 do we have in 5 itself? 1. How many 5 do we have in 10? 2. Yan. So, 3 times 2 is 6. Then, 1 times 8 is 8. So, 6/8 po ang ating fraction. Mapapaliit na ninyo ng 3/4. 6/8, ang GCF nila ay 2. Tama? So, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Naiisip ninyo yung nasa isip ko na process? Kapag kinancel natin yung 5 and 10 dahil pareho silang divisible by 5, 5 divided by 5 is 1, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So, okay na. Hindi naman natin pwedeng i-cancel yung 3 and 8. No? Divisible by 3, divisible by 2, and 4. Yan. So, 3 times 2, yun po yung 6. Nasa isip natin. Then, 1 times 8 is 8. So, 6/8 po, pwede natin paliitin ng 3/4. So, nakarating pa rin po tayo sa final answer. Naintindihan? Okay po. So, let us continue. Now, multiplying fractions, multiply 1 and 2/9 by 25. Okay, so another process po. Tingnan natin. So, sabi niya dun sa step number 1, sa first natin, example. So, 9 times 1, ito po yun. 1 times 9 plus 2. Ang minumultiply lang po ay yung whole number at saka yung denominator. So, 1 times 9 plus 2 divided by 9. Yun na po yung unang fraction natin. So, 11/9. Then, copy the 25 times 25. Now, pwede naman natin i-multiply yung 25 ng 11 times 25 na wala na yung denominator ng 25 as full number na lang. Okay lang naman po. Okay? So, pero kung gusto ninyong lagyan ng 1 yung 25, okay lang din. So, mag-multiply na tayo. 11 times 25, ito na po yun. Divided by 9. Now, the product of 11 and 25 is 275. Siyempre, you have to copy the 9. No? So, 275/9 na po. This is 9, 14. It's not divisible by 3. It's not divisible by 3, no? It's not divisible by 9. Yung 275. So, hindi pwede, no? Hindi natin pwedeng i-lowest term. Kundi, imi-mix lang natin. So, how many 9 do we have in that 275? It's 30 po. Okay? So, 9 times 0, 9, 18, 27, 270. The remainder is 5. So, 30 and 5/9 is the final answer. Okay, so any question about multiplication of fraction? Any question?
Wala na po.
So we have a lot of
Wala
combinations
na po.
no, already. No? Whole number by a fraction, then proper to proper, mix to mix. Okay, then we have a lot of examples already about multiplying fractions. So how to divide fractions? That is our next question. How to divide fractions. Let's go. Yan. Dividing fractions. Now we have to consider the 3 steps. These are the keys. Keep, change, and flip. Again, keep, change, and flip. So what are we going to keep? What are we going to change and flip as well? So tingnan natin. Number 1, we have here, keep the first fraction the same. For example, A/B is your fraction. your first fraction. So A over B, meaning keep. Anong gagawin? Keep. Pabayaan lang po. No? Kopyahin nyo lang. So A over B. Then number 2, change. Ano po ang i-change natin? The division sign or symbol to a multiplication symbol. So we have here a division symbol or sign. What shall we do with this? We change it to what? Multiplication. Okay, palitan po yung division symbol or sign ng multiplication symbol or sign. Third, flip. So yung C over D, i-reciprocal po natin. 'Di ba 'yun ang question natin kanina sa sa introduction. So papalitan po natin i-reciprocal, if-flip. Babalik ka rin. Okay po? So yung C over D nagiging D over C. Okay? Kapag nagawa na ninyo yung keep, change, and flip, that's the time you're going to proceed or go back to multiplication process. Bumalik na kayo doon sa ginawa ninyo sa multiplication. Let's go. Yan. Divide 2/3 by 4. Paano nga bang i-divide to? Yan. So, first you have to write, sabi niya, no? Keep. So, 2/3, you keep the 2/3, the same. Then, we have divided by 4. Yung 4 na whole number, pwede ninyong lagyan ng 1 as denominator of it. Next step, you have to keep the first fraction, 2/3, change. No? Anong i-change natin? Yung division symbol ng multiplication symbol. And third, flip the 4/1 or 4 over 1, make it 1/4. And that's the time you're going to multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay po? So, 2 over 12. Now, pwede po natin ilo-lowest term yung 2 over 12. Your answer is, so what is the GCF of 2 and 12? Diba 2? So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So, your final answer is 1 over 6. Okay? So, yan po ang inyong final answer. Okay po?
Opo.
Alright. So, next. Now, these are the steps. No? Change whole numbers into what? Fraction. So, paano bang i-change yung yung lahat ng para hindi kayo malito? That's katulad nung kanina, 4. Kung gagawin mong fraction, 4 over 1. A mixed number to improper fraction. So, kapag mixed naman 1 and 1/2, all you have to do is change that mix to improper fraction. Yung 1 and 1/2, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 over 2. Okay? So, invert the second fraction. So, paano po i-invert? Yun po yung flip. Babalik ta rin nyo lang. Then, cancel if you can. Kung kaya nyo po at alam niyo yung ruling about the cancellation, tutulungan po kayo ng cancellation process na mapabilis po ang inyong gagawin. Okay? And lastly, multiply numerator by numerator. And of course, denominator by denominator. So, kapag nagawa po ninyo yung tatlong keys natin, we have the keep, change, and flip. It's the time you're going to apply the multiplication, multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and get its lowest term. That's it. So, let's see again. 5 and 5, 6 divided by 2 and 1, 10. Parehong mix. So, sabi doon, kapag mix, gagawin ninyong improper. So, 6 times 5 is 30, plus 5 is 35. So, 35 over 6. Divided by, huwag muna kayo magpalit ng symbol. So, 10 times 2 is 20, plus 1 is 21 over 10. Next step, sa kaninyo, ifo-follow yung 3 keys. No? So we have the keep 35/6. Kopya nyo lang. Change. So from division, naging multiplication. Then flip. The second fraction, we have 21/10. Make it 10/21. So pansinin niyo po, pwedeng cancellation dito para hindi na kayo mag-multiply ng numerators ng pagkalaki-laki. 35 times 10, that is 350 already. Samantala kapag ginawa natin cancellation po, no, 25 na lang. So 5 times 5 is 25. So titingnan niyo muna, obserbahan niyo muna po yung pwede nating cancel. Katulad nito, 35 and 21. Ano ba ang GCF nito? 7. So 7. 21 divided by 7, 3. Ilang 7 meron sa 21? Di ba tatlo?
Opo.
Then, yung 35, ilang 7 meron sa 35? Di ba 5? So ilalagay nyo po doon yung sagot. So 5 and 3. Dito naman po sa 6 and 10, pareho silang divisible by 2. No? 3, hindi po. Yung 10 ay hindi siya divisible by. So, mahalaga po na alam ninyo yung divisibility rule. No? So, babalikan nyo po yung divisibility rule para nandyan lang sa utak ninyo, mayroon kayong stock knowledge. Okay po? Babalikan nyo lang. Kapag divisible by 2, of course, even numbers po yan. No? At nag-e-end ng 0, divisible by 2. Lahat ng even ay divisible by 2. Ganun po. No? Ilagay nyo lang sa utak ninyo, may stock knowledge na kayo. The sum of the digit is divisible by 3. Yes, ganun po. So, dapat ilagay nyo sa utak nyo. No? Kapag nagawa ninyo yon, no? Ay, galing na pala ako. Okay? Tapos, siyempre, do not stop. No? Kapag sinabi nyo magaling na kayo, do not stop. No? Bagkos, lalo pa ninyong gagalingan at mag-aaral pa lalo. Okay? So, kaya nga ang ating tinatawag na edukasyon, no? Walang katapusan. Okay po. That is lifelong learning. No? Habang tayo nabubuhay, no? Patuloy ang ating pag-aaral. Yung nga lang, yung iba, hindi na po formal learning. Pag-attend ng classroom for walls, no? Hindi na po. Gano'n. So, maaring seminars na lang, seminar and workshop, no? Gano'n. Okay? So, ganun lang po yung ating paraan para magiging successful, para maraming kaalaman ang ating maiipon. Okay? So, ayan. So, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, that's the time you're going to multiply, no? The numerators. 5 times 5 is 25. 3 times 3 is 9. So, pansinin ninyo yung 25 and 9, no? Hindi na natin mapaliit. Yung 9 divisible by 9, divisible by 3. Yung 25 divisible by 5. No? Naintindihan? So, magkaiba po sila. Ilo-lowest term natin, yung nga lang, mix na lang. So, 25 divided by 9 ay 2. Ilan ang sobra? 7. So, 9, 18, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 7. So, 2 and 7 over 9 po ang final answer. Another example, no? 3 divided by 3/4. Whole number ulit ito. No? So, solution natin, 3 divided by 3 over 4 is equal to 3. Pwedeng keep or pwedeng maglagay po ng 1. No? Para fraction pa rin. So, 3 over 1. Tapos, change the division sign into multiplication. Then, flip the 3/4. 4 over 3. Pwede na ba mag-cancel? Opo. Cancel ninyo yung 3 and 3. So, how many 3 do we have? In 3 itself, 1. Ganun din po sa baba, 1. Okay? So, 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Tandaan yung 4 over 1 ay pareho ng 4. Gets? Sir, nasa na yung 4 ng, saan na po yung 1 ng 4? Invisible na po kung gusto mo lang gawing fraction, 4 over 1. Gets? Okay po?
Opo.
Alright, so sige nga. Try natin sagutan itong number 1. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute is enough. Likewise, number 2. Sige, I'll give you 1 minute. Sige, sa girls, yung yung 2 and 2 over 7. Tapos sa boys naman, yung 1, yung number 1 para sa girls, yung number 2 para sa boys. Let me start. Sige nga po, tignan ko. 1 minute. Three and 2 over 7 divided by 1 and 1/4 po ang para sa babae. Do you have answers now? Girls, do you have answer? You have the answer now? Wala pa. How about you, boys? May sagot na? Boys, may sagot na? Hello? Walang sumasagot. May sagot na kayo? Hello po?
Wala pa po.
Wala pa? Ayan. Nakikita na ang sagot? Number 1? Wala pa. Hello? Ang tagal. May sagot na kayo sa number 1? Wala pa. Wala pa kayong sagot? Sige, change the 3 and 2 over 7 into improper fraction. Anyone? Palitan po ang 3 and 2 over 7 ng improper. Anong sagot?
23 over 7 po.
23 over 7. Okay. Next, yung 1 and 1/4.
5 fourths po.
5 over
4.
4. Okay. So, i-apply na natin yung keep. So, magsulat kayo, 23 over 7. Then, change. Gawin yung multiplication, yung division, palitan. Tapos, flip. What is the flip of 5 over 4?
4 over 5.
4 over 5. Okay, so ready na kayo mag-multiply. 23 times 4.
92.
92. 7 times 5.
35.
Okay. So, tignan na ninyo ang inyong fraction. 92/35 po. Ilo-lowest term or mix na lang po. Okay? So, what is the mix?
Po.
Sige, what is your answer? How many 35 do we have from that 92? Ilang 35 meron sa 92?
2.
Dalawa. Ilan ang sobra? Di ba yung 35 times 2 ay 70? So,
Opo.
92 minus 70.
22 po.
So, meron na kayong 2 and 22/35. Okay po? Next, boys. Ano sagot ninyo? Do you have answer now? Wala pa rin? Wala pa rin? So, ano po ang improper fraction ng mix na ito? 1 and 2/3.
5/3.
5/3. Tama po. Ano naman po ang improper ng 3 and 1/3?
10/3.
10/3. Okay? So let us apply now the 3 rule. Keep. So 5/3. Change. No? Change natin yung division symbol ng multiplication. Then third, flip the fraction 10/3. Then it becomes 3/10. Okay po? Now, pwede na ninyong i-cancel po yung parehong 3 doon, 1, 1. Pwede na ninyong i-cancel yung 5 and 10. So, how many 5 do we have from that 5? How many 5 do we have from that 10? 2. So, anong final answer?
1/2.
1/2. That is correct. Sa boys, may nakakuha? Wala. Wala nakakuha sa mga lalaki? Boys. So the answer is 2 and 22/35. That is number 1. Number 2, we have 1/2. Naintindihan? Hello?
Opo.
Okay. So pakinggan ko nga kung sinong tumama. Pumalakpak po kung tama kayo. Walang pumalakpak. Sa babae, sinong nakatama? Pumalakpak po. Buksan ninyo ang microphone at pumalakpak. Ika-clap po ang inyong kamay kung nakuha ninyo. Girls. Wala. Walang nakakuha. Next, boy. Sino nakakuha? Pumalakpak. Okay. So, wala pong pumalakpak. So, ibig sabihin, wala silang tama. Okay? So, try po natin ulit, no? Yung number 3. Number 3, lahat na po. I'll give you 30 seconds. Go. 2 and 1/4 divided by 1 and 1/2. 30 seconds. Go. Okay, so what is your answer?
1 and 1/2.
Very good. Sino yan? Anong apelyido mo?
Ako po, Chang po.
Chang. Very good, Chang. Palakpakan po natin si Chang. Hello? Palakpakan po natin si Chang. Ang pumalakpak po, papasa. Hello? Ayan. Pumalakpak din. Mahirap ba, class? Mahirap? Alam ko, inaral nyo naman ng grade
Hindi
6.
po.
Inaral nyo rin naman yan ng grade 5. Eh. At may fraction na rin po kayo ng grade 4 kayo. No, maliliit na numbers lang. Idinaan pa nga ng teacher ninyo ng pi, di ba? Pi.
Pfizer.
Pfizer daw. Sabi ni Miley, Pfizer. Okay? Hello? Naintindihan po? So, ang assignment po ninyo ay 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 lang. Sige, pakipicturan po. Ulitin ko, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So, meron na tayong multiplication dyan. Meron pa tayong division. Ulitin ko po 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay po? Na-screen na? Na-screenshot na?
Opo.
Opo.
So, yan pa yung sagot natin, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay po? Naintindihan? Okay?
Opo.
So, problem solving about multiplication and division. So, dyan po tayo ngayon. So, ituloy natin. Now, how many books 2 1/4 centimeters thick can be placed in a shelf 1 1/2 meters long? First, let us make the units similar. When we say similar, pareho po ha, naintindihan. Iisa lamang po yung units natin. Okay? So, ang susundin natin ay yung centimeters, not meters kasi masyadong malaki. Okay, wala namang ganung no? So, kung i-convert natin yung 2 1/4 centimeters ng meter po, ay napakaliit po, decimal. Naintindihan? Kaya mas maganda na i-convert na lang natin yung meters ng centimeters. Tandaan ninyo, ang 100 centimeters ay equal sa 1 meters. 1 meters. Again, 100 centimeters ay equal sa 1 meter. Okay po? Naintindihan?
Opo.
Ayan. May kalahati pa, di 50. So that is 150 centimeters. Okay. So kapag meron tayong hindi naintindihan, di ba? Nagre-research tayo. Yes or no? So yun po yung ginagawa natin ngayon, lalong-lalo na nasa bahay lang naman po kayo. So wala naman kayo sa classroom. So nagre-research po tayo, hindi po tayo yung hindi tayo pinapayagan lumabas, no? Kung lumabas man hanggang dyan lang sa paligid nyo, hindi tayo pumupunta ng bayan, pumupunta kung saan-saan. Baka maka-acquire pa tayo ng virus. Mahirap na, no? So first, let us make the unit similar. 1 1/2 meters to be converted, no, into centimeter, and that is 150 centimeters. Hence, the number of books, no, is equal to 150. Siyempre, i-divide na ninyo ng 2 1/4. So, ganito ngayon ang process natin. So, yung 150 divided by 9/4 is equal to, pwede ninyong gawin fraction to 150 over 1. Pwede na rin whole number. Basta, kapag whole number po yan, ang minumultiply dyan ay yung whole number na 150 at saka yung numerator. Huwag kayo malilito doon. So, 150 divided by 4. 150 times 4. divided by 9. Okay? Pwede bang paliitin yan? Yes, pwede po. Yung 50 times 4 over 3. Paano nangyari yung 50 po? Okay? So, i-cancel po natin yung 150 at saka yung 9. So, how many 3 do we have? Diyan sa 150. Ulit. How many 3 do we have from the 150? How many pieces of trees? No? Trees. 23. Okay? Di ba 50? Tama? Ilang 3 meron sa 150? Di ba 50?
50 po.
Yan, 50. Tapos, yung 9, how many 3 do we have from that 9?
3 po.
Okay, so napaliit ko na. So, 50 times 4 over 3 na po. Ang bago nating whole number and fraction. Okay, so instead of multiplying 150 times 4, malaki. Naintindihan? So, ginawa ko 50 times 4 over 3. So, 50 times 4 is 200 divided by 3. Okay po? Ilang 3 meron sa 200?
66.
66. May sobra po tayo na 66. No? Kasi nga, mix po yan. So, we have 66 over 100. No? Pwede nating i-lowest ng 2/3. Okay po? Ng 2/3. Ayan. So, we have 66 and 2/3 book. So, books rather. So, ibig sabihin, 66 pieces ang magkasya doon sa 1.5 meters long na shelf lalagyan ng libro. Okay? Sir, yung 2/3, hindi mo na pwedeng isaksak pa yung 2/3 na yan. Okay po? Kailangan naman sirain mo yung libro. Okay po? So, yung buo na lang po na 66 ang pwede natin isaksak doon sa shelf. Naintindihan? 66 books or 66 pieces of books. Naintindihan?
Opo.
Magsalita po. Okay, next example number 2. Pakibasa nga. Sinong babasa dyan? Enriquez, pakibasa nga. Rafael. Asan si Rafael? Nawala. Rafael, read. Number 2. Wala. Girls. Sige.
In a class of 60 students, 3 out of 4 are girls.
3/4 po. Ulit.
In a class of 60 students, 3/4 are girls. How many are boys?
You read it 3/4. Again. Pakibasa ulit. In a class. Sige po. Pakibasa ulit.
60 students, 3/4 are girls. How many are boys?
Okay. Thank you. Very good. So, in a class of 60 students, 3/4 are girls. How many are boys? Na, kunyari sa klase ninyo na De Los Santos, 60 kayo, kunyari lang. 3/4 nung 60 ay mga babae. Okay? Ilan ngayon ang lalaki? So, maaari sabihin ninyo, ang hirap naman. So, ang solution natin dyan, para malaman natin kung ilan ang boys, yung fraction muna ang alamin natin. Okay? So, 3/4 po yan, para magiging buo yung 60, gagayahin po natin denominator ng given fraction. So, 4/4. Okay? So, 4/4 minus 3/4. Ano sagot? Ulitin ko. 4, pakisulat nga sa papel niyo. 4/4 minus 3/4. Ano sagot? That is subtraction of fraction. Subtraction of similar fraction. Ulitin ko, 4/4 minus 3/4. Anong sagot? Naisulat ba ninyo? Anong sagot? Wala.
1/4 po.
Very good. 1/4. Okay, so papalakpak ako doon sa nakakuha. So, ibig sabihin, no? Subtraction of similar fractions po. Yan, ulit. Saan ko kinuha yung 4/4? Yun po yung buong klase. No? Para magiging fraction, instead of writing 60/60, pwede pong 4/4. Saan ko po ginaya yung kung ano yung denominator ng given fraction, 4/4, that is equal to 1. As a whole class na po yon. Okay? So 1/4 po ang part ng lalaki. Okay? So 1/4 are boys. 3/4 are girls. Pag pinag-plus mo yan is equal to 1. Naintindihan? Ngayon, isa pang paraan. Ilan kaya yung 1/4 na yon? How many are boys? Hindi pa tayo nagsosolve. Isip-isip muna. Yung 1/4 na nakuha natin, i-multiply natin sa 60. Ayan. Ito na po tayo sa baba. So, 1/4 of 60. So, kapag sinabi natin of, multiply po yan. Okay? 1/4. Okay? Hatiin mo sa 4 yung 60. Yun po yung ibig niya sabihin. 1/4 ng 60. So, 1/4 times 60. Times 60. 1 times 60 is 60 divided by 4. That is? Ano sagot?
15.
15. 15 lamang po ang lalaki. Gets? Naintindihan? Okay, so tignan
Opo.
natin yung solution na ginawa. The whole class represent one whole. Hence, if 3/4 are girls, then 1/4 are boys. Therefore, the number of boys in the class is 1/4 of 60. Okay? 1/4 times 60. So, 1 times 60 is 60 divided by 4. That is 15. 15 is the number of boys. Yan. Meron pa bang ibang paraan dyan, sir? Okay, so ganito na lang. So, 3/4 of 60 is 45. So, meron na kayong bilang ng girls. 45. 45 nga ba yung ano? Tama, 45. So, 60 minus 45 is 15. Nasagutan na ninyo. The number of boys is 50. Gets? Hello? Binaliktad po natin. Kinuha po natin yung bilang ng babae. So, 60 times 3/4. 45. So, alam na ninyo ang bilang ng babae. 45. E paano naman ang bilang ng boys? E di 60 minus 45 is 15. Yun na po yung bilang. Nasagutan na ninyo. Gets? Kung hindi nyo maisip tong 1/4. Naintindihan? Meron po tayong paraan. So, naghahanap tayo ng paraan kung paano natin isusolve. Okay? So, open-ended, no? Solutions. Next, number 3 problem. 2/3, pakibasa po. Nandiyan na si Rafael. Ano? Rafael, pakibasa. Number 3. Wala si Rafael. Sinong magbabasa? Double time, please. Girls? Wala akong mautusan. Boys? Yes, sige, go.
2/3 of grade 7 students like math. Half of the students who like math like science. 1/4 of the students who math and science like spelling. What part of the student like all three subjects?
Okay? So, nawawala yung S mo na kapag nagbabasa ka. So, 2/3 of grade 7 students like math. Half of the students who like math like science. 1/4 of the students who like math and science like spelling. Question, what part of the students like all three subjects? Ayan po. So, tandaan niyo po yung sinabi niyo yan, 2/3 of the grade 7 students like math. Okay, 2/3 po. Huh? We do not know the number of students. Kasi sinabi niya lang, 2/3 of the grade 7 students like math. Tapos, dinagdagan pa dito, half of the students who like math like science. Kalahati nung 2/3. So, ibig sabihin, no, 1/2 of 2/3. O, 2/3 na. So, we have here 2/3. So, let's see the solution. Part of the students who like math, that is 2/3. Science naman po, half. So, when we say half is 1/2. So, 1/2 of students who like math is 1. So, 1/2 of 2/3. Sagutan natin. So, when we say 1/2 of 2/3, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So 2/6 can be can be lowest term, no? Can be written into 1/3. Ayan. So 2/6, no? Kapag i-lowest term ninyo yung 2/6, that is 1/3. Naintindihan? Ayan. So yung 1/3 po ang may gusto ng science and math. Ayan po yung 1/2. No? So, half of the students who like math like science. Kalahati nung 2/3 ay gusto ng mathematics and science. Next, dito naman sa next ano niyan, 1/4 of the students who like math and science gusto rin ng spelling. So, doble-doble po, triple na po yung gusto nila. So, 1/4 of 1/3 is 1/12. So, 1/12 po ang may gusto ng tatlo. Mathematics, science, and spelling. So, yan po yung tanong niya, what part of the students like all three subjects? This is the part, 1/12. Hence, part of the students who like all three subjects is 1/12. Can you follow? Now, pwede niyong balikan po, you can screenshot, no, the slide so that later on, no, pwede ninyong practicein yan sa bahay niyo. Naintindihan? Pwede niyo screenshot. Okay? We're done about this example. Then, this one. Sige nga, practice na itong number 1. In a class of 40, 5/8 are members of math club. How many students are members of the math club? Sige nga, anong sagot natin dyan? In a class of 40 students, 5/8 are members of the math club. How many students are not? Baliktarin niyo lang po.
3/8 po.
So, 40, multiply nyo muna. No? Anong sagot dyan? So, 40 times 5. No? 40 times 5. Or pwedeng cancel po. No? Pwede nyo i-cancel. Cancel yung 40 at saka yung 8. Okay, so 5 na lang po, no? 5. Tapos yung 8 ay 1. So, 5 times 5 is 25 over 1. So, 25 po ang members of the club. Ilan po ang hindi members ng club? How many
15.
students are not members of the club? Ha?
15.
15. So, 25 kasi yung members. So, yung hindi members, 40 minus 25 is 50. Naintindihan po? Very easy.
Opo.
Yes. So, pinalitan lang natin, ganito ang equation ninyo. 40 no, times 5/8 equals 25. Okay po? Naintindihan? Okay po?
Opo.
Okay po, sir.
So, paano ang solution natin yan? Sige nga. Paano ang solution natin yan? So, paano ang solution natin yan? Yung sinabi ko na kanina, nasulat ba ninyo? Yung 40, pwedeng 40 ganito, pabaliktad kayo. 40, no? Times what? 5/8. Okay? Pabaliktad po tayo. So, 5/8, and that is, pwede nyo i-cancel yung 40 at saka 8, no? Yung 40 divisible by 8. How many 8 do we have from that 40? Di ba 5? Yes or no? 25.
Yes po, sir.
Yes po.
25 po ang members of the math club. So, math club members. So, math club members. Ay, ang tanong niya, ilan daw ang hindi members? Hindi pa baliktad, anong gagawin dyan? So, ima-minus ninyo 40 minus 25. The difference is the answer. Okay po? Naintindihan? So, 15 are not members of the said club. Okay po? Naintindihan? Naintindihan po?
Opo. Opo.
So, 40 times 5/8 is equal to 25. So, 25 is the number of math club members. Then, we have 40 minus 25 is 15. So, the number of not member of the club. Okay po? Naintindihan?
Opo, sir.
Yes. So, sir, paano po kung gusto kong gawing katulad ng ginawa natin kanina, 8/8 para makuha ninyo yung fractional part, yung fraction nung ayaw ng club. So, 8/8 minus 5/8. Pwede po. So, 8/8, that is equal to 1, no? Pero, 8/8 minus 5/8, that is 3/8. Tama?
Tama po, sir.
Okay? So, what is 3/8 of 40? Yun naman po ngayon ang bago ninyong problem. 3/8 of 40. So, 3/8 of 40 po ang inyong problem. So, 3/8 of 40. So, times 40. Yan. So, cancel po ninyo yung 40 at saka yung 8. O, balik na rin natin, 40 times 8. Okay? O, ano sagot? I-cancel ninyo yung 40 at saka yung 8. How many 8 do we have from that 40? Diba? 5? Yes or no?
5 po.
5. So, 5 times 3, 15. 15 not members of the math club. Okay po? Naintindihan?
Opo.
Opo, sir.
Ayan. Ay, hindi nakulayan. Yan, nakulayan na. Correct. Okay? So, last na. So, May. Si May daw, May. Pangalan po ng tao, May took a 50-item math test. She got 4/5 of the questions correctly. How many items did she miss? Ilan ang na-miss niya?
10 po.
10? Yes, very easy, no? 50 times 4/5. 50, no? 50 times 4/5. I-cancel nyo yung 5 and 50. So, gagawin ko rin, ipakita ko. So, 50 times 4/5. So, ika-cancel niyo po yung 50 at saka yung 5. So, how many 5 do we have from that 50?
10
Ilan?
po.
10? 2, 4, 10 po yan. Okay? So, 10. 10 times 4 is
40.
40. Okay, so 40 po yan. Tapos babalikan ninyo since we have 50, 50 minus 40. Yun po yung na-miss ni May. So 10 po ang Miss questions or items. Miss item. Okay, sa Miss items. Okay, o di kayo mali niya. Naintindihan? Naintindihan po?
Opo, sir.
Okay, so that's end of our lesson. Don't forget your assignment. Thank you for listening and participating. God bless.